Good evening, everyone. My name is Andre Regal, and I'm here with my group to introduce you your new best friend in finding your nearest ATMPal. So think about the last time you used an ATM. When you were strapped for cash and you were in an unknown place, you might have found your nearest ATM, went up to the ATM, inserted your card, put in your PIN number, and then you realized that to get your hard-earned money, that you need to pay $3 out of it. And then when you get your bank statement a little bit later in the mail, you get hit with another $2 fee for using a bank that is not aligned with your network or your local bank. And I know it must have been frustrating.
This is a problem across our nations. Right now, we have an average over the last 19 years of 4.7% of an increase from ATM fees. Right now, the average across the nation is $4.69 according to bank rate. The top two highest places to get an ATM fee is around $5. It's a huge impact against us all.
Now, the majority of people who need cash use one of 400,000 ATMs across the United States. And so we developed and researched about our target market, and we decided to make it targeted to students who have part-time jobs, to tourists who are always willing to spend cash, and also to business travelers who are always on the go. We researched the top ATM locators around the market in different app stores such as iOS and Android. As you can see at the chart up top, all of them have common features, but none of them have the ATM fee displayed. Now, here comes ATMPal. ATMPal is a mobile application that will allow users to sort the local ATMs, not just by distance, but by the fee that each ATM charges, as you can see in the simulated mobile app screenshots up top. We put ad space at the bottom in order to generate revenue, but also to make money, we'd like to first tap into our family and friends, but also employ crowdfunding such as Kickstarter to get us off the ground. It'll be a free download for people to use, but if they want to get rid of the ads, it'll be a 99-cent fee, so hopefully that boosts our revenue. Hopefully this app helps consumers make better financial decisions and help them save money. Another solution is for us to sell the idea to banks, and we are open to the idea of partnering with local banks and credit unions if they can adapt it to their apps.
All right, so our first steps, if we receive funding, we would try and have the developer come in and actually create the app for us, because that's going to be the most expensive part of this. Then we're going to look at getting server space so we can host it and run this. And then once we get it going, we have a prototype that we can actually show that's working and it does stuff, is we'll start going to local banks and credit unions, and we'll try and sell them the idea, pitch the idea to them, see if anybody wants to get involved with it, give us some funding, or say that if we take it further or do certain steps that they will get behind and back us. It's going to be relatively inexpensive to run it, so the most expensive part is going to be developing the application. Once it's developed, it's not going to be too much money to actually continue just to host the servers and run the Google Maps API. We have the total estimated cost per year up here. So actually after it's developed, it should cost, estimated, it would cost less than $2,000 a year to keep it running. So as you can see, it's $36,000 if we started right now, but after the first year, once it's made, that's going to be less than $2,000 a year.
That's ATMPal. We'd like to open it to the judges for questions.
Where did you come up with the $35,000 number for development?
So what I did was I found average wages or average hourly pay for Android and iOS developers, and then I did some research into the average development time for actually having mobile applications created, and I took the average hourly pay and I multiplied that by the average weeks it takes to get it developed. And it came to about $35,000.
Okay, so this would be a contract position for a.
Yeah,
one-
most likely. It should take about 10 weeks, I think was what the average was.
Okay. Are we also giving feedback, or is this just questions?
Just questions about it.
So you mentioned a couple of different customer segments that you were going after. And you've got to choose the priority for those. So what have you learned about each of those customer segments and how you prioritize which ones you're going after first?
Yeah, so our biggest customer base, so first we looked at who uses ATMs. And so our biggest, I guess, target market would be the tourists and the business travelers. For advertising, would like to put them in local transit hubs where people would be able to see it and potentially download the mobile app. People who are tech savvy, who are willing to find alternatives in finding an ATM and maybe help them have a better financial decision.
Now, have you thought about,
Oh, you can go ahead.
have you thought about integrating any additional features into the app?
Definitely. So one of the things that's also in our executive summary is for the data to be crowdsourced. So people who are looking to, for example, there's a new ATM that's maybe not affiliated with a major bank. People are able to input that information and edit it into that app. Obviously, you would have to put some security measures into verifying that that ATM exists. So that's that as well. But also, if people are able, if we partner with a specific bank, we can, for example, take the features that they offer. So for example, if that ATM takes deposits or other features of an ATM, we're able to incorporate that within the data that's either provided to us by the bank or that is crowdsourced. Yeah.
Do you have any projections on number of downloads that you believe might happen based on number of downloads of other similar applications?
Not at this time, but it's something that if we were to move forward, that we'll definitely look at.
Okay.
What about customer acquisition cost? Do you have a sense of what that would be if you're going not through a partner?
No, we do not have that. We'll be have to look at that in the future.
Okay, well, so from a financing side, where if you were looking to partner or bring in that, are you thinking you're going to bring in an investor, and if so, what piece of the company are you willing to give up for that?
I think it's something that we're willing to negotiate. We'd like to partner. We see a lot of value with partnering either with an investor or especially a bank, because if our idea, our concept is, for example, incorporated into a major bank's application, then it could only make our idea better. I think we're pretty open to.
All right. Any other questions? Very good.
Thank
Let's
you.
hear it.